Why is it that the first thing I do when I wake up is check Instagram? It's not the news. I don't even watch the news.
It's not the news.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
far from it.
What? Yeah. Why? And I'm not gaining anything. I think in a way, social media has kind of taken out the morality.
Yes.
In a lot of things, and so with pages like that, it's like, oh, sorry. It's just really frustrating. It's really frustrating.
No, I understand.
I think they get a pass. I think a lot of like platforms like that, and just like even people get passes because they're successful. Oh, but they're making money, right? And so money apparently wipes out any of the ridiculousness that they're doing. There is so much content that is meant to divide, and again, that may not even be what these people believe, but they know it's gonna get clicks.
Today we're talking about social media,
yeah,
and how big of a distraction it is. Yeah, turn that smile upside down. What do you think about social media? Is it done more good than help, or more good than harm for you?
I feel like, for me personally, I think that it's probably done more good. But I think, well, I don't know, because I said personally, but I guess when I think about the good it's done, it's been more so on a business standpoint, professionally. So it's allowed me to connect more with people, whether it be through business, through acting and filmmaking. Like, it's a way to stay connected with people that, you know, sometimes you may see them today, and if you don't see them again organically for the next month, you know what I mean? Like, that connection kind of leaves. But if you're virtually seeing them, it kind of feels more, you just feel more connected, and you feel more like you have more access to where you can like respond to a story, you can respond to, you know, a post, and just kind of keep that relationship going, even in this small kind of way, versus, you know, just more naturally where it just doesn't really happen that way. So I think in that sense.
Yeah. What do you think about societal wise? Well, like, you think people have sucked more?
We're doing
just trash now.
We are in the gutter.
We are.
We're in the gutter.
Yeah, especially the younger generation, man.
It's over.
Yeah.
Dead.
I can imagine. It's doing crazy stuff to me. So I can't imagine me at 16 what it would have done to me. The access you have to some of the stuff, crazy.
It's really bad. And just the way that, because, you know, of course, you know, in business, I've had to learn about the algorithms and, you know, kind of how I can use it to my advantage. But as you're learning about these things, you're learning how even these bigger businesses are using some very sophisticated tools to keep you,
yes, they are.
You know, like there's a tool that I found out like this that uses like your eye, like, I don't even know what to call it, like the heat from your eyes or something. I don't know. But basically they can see what content you're like looking at the most. So let's say you go to your explore page and you see something and they notice that you're like spending more time looking at this thing, they're going to feed you more of that.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
From my eyes?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Me and my wife, we walked into a Dick's Sporting Goods yesterday. And then we get home, sit down, watch TV. It's all Dick's Sporting Goods ads on the screen. You're like, what? Like, I don't even know if we Googled it. How did you even?
So they have geolocation.
Right.
Yeah. So like I was same thing. Like I went to there's this new store. I can't think of the name. It was like Pop something. I don't know.
Pop Shelf?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes. So I had never seen it before at this time. It's a while ago, and I passed it. Literally, I'm still in the car. Minutes later, I'm seeing the ad on my phone. I was not driving. So, okay, but I'm seeing. They're like, okay, ma'am, you still in the car. No, I wasn't driving, but like I'm seeing the ad for it in my phone, and I'm just like, I just passed this place.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah, so it's very scary.
How's it affecting your like productivity? Like, is it
terrible?
Oh, okay.
And I think honestly, as we were earlier talking about consistency and working on finding that consistency in the work and like in what the vision is and stuff like that, it's if I'm spending the first 30 minutes of my day scrolling on Instagram aimlessly, I'm not seeing nothing that's changing my life. I'm not seeing nothing that's even going to help me throughout my day for the most part, right? It's actually more rare that I come across something like, you know, a breakdown or something, or like an actor breakdown, or something that is actually good for me. Everything else is trash, right? And it's like, I don't know. It's personally, it's added a whole lot more what's the word? Like, just like too much in my brain.
No, I feel. No, I understand. It's an overload, like sensory overload. Just
overload,
dopamine overload. Just so much going on, man. Yeah. So like in American Gangster, have you seen American Gangster? Okay, yeah. Remember Frank Lucas? He was he had spoke about not using the product. He was like, "Yeah, I am a producer of this product. I do not, consume my product. You don't want to become a junkie. You don't want to become an addict." And that's what I've been kind of trying to train myself, my mind into looking at these things. Because, like you say, you catch yourself looking at it, and it literally will be like an hour later. You be like, "What?"
You're like, "How did we get here?
What am I watching this cat on this surfboard for?" And while I have my laptop right here ready to do work.
Yes.
And it's like, and it's so easy to fall for, this like, man, I tell people all the time, and I actually heard someone else say this, but it's like, this is like the new, like, from the 80s, like, this is like the new, like, crack. It's like, this is the pipe right here.
And not cocaine. It's crack.
Crack. Yeah.
Crack.
And everybody got a pipe in their pocket. And it's like, so it benefits you to put something on these screens and spend that time making something to feed other people, not literally crack, but you know what I mean? Like, produce something, spend your time producing, making something, because it's so easy to get distracted by these things. It's so crazy. How does it play on your mental health? Like, is it really affecting?
Yeah, I think it's affecting all of us, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, we're seeing people's highlight reels. We're seeing a lot of stuff that's not actually real, right? Like, we're seeing, like, people, it seems like, okay, this other actor, this other, like, creative is, like, out here doing all this amazing stuff, and then you find out they homeless, right? Like,
it's a big dramatic change. They good. Yeah, I hate.
It really happens like that.
It does.
And there's no shade to anybody who's doing it. I mean, I can see why they would. But then from a mental health aspect, a lot of us are looking at people feeling like we're not doing enough, when in reality, we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. The thing we're not supposed to be doing is comparing ourselves to somebody's life that we don't even know the truth.
Right.
Right? And I think for even women, like, I've been a victim of, like, looking at all these, like, bodies, which a lot of times are photoshopped or doctor shopped. And, I'm like, oh, I need to look like that. That's what's desirable. And that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
we went through this whole trend of, the BBLs, people getting their body done. And it's like almost like a social status symbol to get your body done. And then now we see a lot of people saying, like, I'm taking it out. That ain't in no more. So you risked your life. And a lot of it was based off of social media, what you see and what's trending and what we're constantly being fed, because now because then you look at somebody's post, you spend time looking at, like, oh, dang, look at her body, whatever. And then now the algorithm is like, give her more of that. And
Yep.
Right? And then you may, like, go to the doctor, like, maybe she tagged the doctor. So now you're looking at the doctor. So now you're getting all these doctors. So now you're like, it's almost like you're normalizing surgery, because the doctors they smiling, they're like, oh, this is great, and they putting goddamn brake fluid in your body.
I don't know if that's funny or not, because that's sad, but yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right.
And so, but not to, like, belittle, like, that actually happens, because it does, but unfortunately it's really caused, I think, societally, is that a word? According to society.
There you go. You cleaned that up. That was good. Better than I was going to do. Yeah.
Based on the what's happening in society today, I really feel like social media is, I honestly, sometimes I wish it could just, like, end. Because also, I think also, right, like, we have lost a sense of community, because our community is on our phones. Right? And it's like, we choose a community, and we, like, you don't have to, you can be an edited version of yourself.
Right.
And so you're always liked, or you're always whatever it is that you want to be.
Exactly.
Right? You get whatever the intention is that you're seeking on social, versus actually having to, like, build real relationships and maybe have real consequences to maybe things that you say or whatever. Like, no, you can say or do whatever. And then if you want to get off, you can get off. Right? Versus, like, actually building genuine friendships and relationships. And I just think in general, we've lost a lot of just, like, the sense of community. It's gone.
No, I agree. It's something I never really thought about. You're right. The community becomes the phone now, you're not meeting people anymore. You're not going out. And not that those things don't still happen, because they do. I just went to, like, a podcast conference, but You're right. It's something I never really thought about. And like you said, you only get that edited version of the person.
Yeah. But even think about that, right? Like, even when we are going to these networking events, we're still getting the edited versions of people.
You're right.
Right? And then a lot of times people are in their phones while they're together. So again, like, community is just like almost like a lost art.
I think, I feel you, but I think it's just changing. Because, community is community, right? But I think the definition of it is just changing.
Watered down.
It's just not what it used to be, because it's a line. It's a line between being that old head that like, oh, this is the way it used to this is just what it is now, and I don't know. I find myself on that line sometimes because I like to challenge my thoughts sometimes, and it's and not to, we're just having a conversation, but just to challenge myself because I talk to younger people or I see it on social media, and it is the norm for them. It's okay. It's not even like they don't come from it being a negative point of view, even though obviously you and I we know this is not, it's awkward, especially compared to what we used to seeing. But I don't know. I just try to. Things just change, like even when it was like when film used to be, when you take a picture, it used to be on film, and now it's all digital, and you'd find those people that just didn't want to change with what was happening. And then, I don't know, I just find that line sometimes because some mentors I listen to, and they're like, this is just what it's going to be. And some try to find, I see your face, and I get it. I'm with you. I get it. I'm just saying that, I don't know. There's a line between this is just what society is going to be from now on versus fighting it and trying to, hold on to what we used to know, It's just a challenging thought. That's all.
No,
I'm not saying one way is right or the other.
Right. No, I completely understand where you're coming from. I think where I struggle with just saying, like, okay, this is just how it is looking at the effects, right? Like, how many kids now have anxiety, depression?
These are very valid points. No, you're right.
And a lot of it is cited back to social media, right? A lot of how many of these kids who, may leave a letter and it's because they were being bullied on social. And I think that's why it's hard for me to just accept, oh, this is how it is now. Right? And it's like, where's the middle ground? Okay, obviously social media is not going anywhere, right? Like, we are programmed to almost need it or feel like we need it. Right. And so it's not going anywhere, but how can we kind of bridge that gap between, I think in our generation, so much has changed very, very, very fast. And we haven't really had a chance to really get accustomed to anything.
We can't keep up, right.
We can't. And so, like, but I think at a point, we got to try to figure out, okay, how can we catch up to it in a way that is healthy? And so, I don't know. Because, one of the things that I really want to get back to doing is, like, like, when's the last time, like, people have, like, hung out? Like, oh, like, come over to my house and let's just
you're right.
hang out.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's almost weird to do that, but, like, why? We have all these other hangout spots, like, with Twitter. What's that? The circles? Twitter Spaces? Twitter Spaces. We used to have the other one that Twitter Spaces came from. I can't think of these names.
I don't be
in 30.
I'm sorry. But hey, if you don't know what 30, I sure don't know. Hey.
I'm not big on like, all the different social media platforms, but I don't know. Oh, Jesus, I can't think of the name of it. But it was really big for a minute. But it was kind of like that little talk space. But it was essentially building these different communities. You have, close friends. You have, like, the little broadcast channels on Instagram and things like that. Like, I think we still fundamentally want community. I just think that we're losing
what we know it to be, right? Because we still, like that's what, like you said. And I'm only playing devil's advocate, but I feel you. Like, community's not going anywhere. You still need people. It's just, it's just kind of changing. Instead of
a dumpster fire.
No, you know what? Enough devil's advocate. I personally agree with you because it's like even ordering your food, you don't even talk to people anymore. And when it's so backwards because it's like you don't even want to because like you go and they got attitudes and stuff. Because now you just use Uber Eats. You don't even interact with a person. It's just there at your doorstep,
I will literally watch the person come to my doorstep
and walk away.
Put it down, walk away, get in his car, leave, and then I will go grab myself.
All to not say hello
just
to a person.
Not say nothing. Right? Like, I used to know, like, the mailman. We used to know our mailman, right? We used to, you just know your neighbors. Like, I don't talk to my neighbors.
They don't even speak. Yeah, I see them. They don't even speak. I guess, and it's sad because that teaches me not to speak. I'm trained to not speak to them. You know, it's like, all right, now we all just not talking
because I think we don't feel like we need each other anymore.
That's the danger. That's the danger because you do.
We do.
You do. You know? Plot twist. You do need each other. You know.
Like, imagine if we took that hour, however much time we spend freaking just on our phones aimlessly, like spending time with our neighbor and just like, oh, let me just go over to my neighbor house or, you know, chat on the porch of my neighbor for 30 minutes.
True. Yeah.
And like, what kind of value you may be able to get from them, they may end up helping you in your life at some kind of point. Even if y'all are in two different industries, you never know.
No, it's true.
And so I think we're almost like pigeonholing ourselves to like really making life harder for ourselves because we're not connecting with people.
Yeah, no, I totally 100% agree. It's really kind of, the world is changing. You know, let's just leave it at that. So what about like, have you ever tried like a social media detox?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you?
It's the best.
Oh, is it?
It's the best.
Like, how'd it go for you?
At first, it was hard because I forget how long I went, but it was hard at first because it's just like, what am I supposed to do with my time? Like, what am I doing? Because, you know what I mean? But it also showed me how much I was using it. Like, why is it that the first thing I do when I wake up is check Instagram? It's not the news. I don't even watch the news.
It's not the news.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
far from it.
Why? And I'm not gaining anything, right? It's almost just like productive procrastination because I don't want to get up. So instead of like allowing myself naturally to get up, clear my brain, just like let my mind wander for 30 minutes, I'm feeding it something for 30 minutes. So when does my mind get a chance to rest? Right. If I'm constantly like doing something.
No, you're
right. And so anyway, so it really highlighted what just like how often and just the frequency with which I am on social. There was also that fear of missing out, right? Like, oh, I'm missing something. What if somebody DMing me? What if, like, you know, like, whatever. I ain't miss nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just, it was hard, but it was a really good cleanse because it really helped me, like, reset how I want to move and how I want to move throughout my day. So now that I actually because it's actually recent, so I actually put Instagram back on my phone recently. Now it's just like,
why'd you bring it back?
I think I was trying to record I was at an event and I wanted to like put something on my story. Dang. And I said, I'm gonna take it right back off, and I did not. And now I'm back to getting up. Let me check Instagram. It's almost like robotic.
No, I know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something weird I used to do, like, because it makes you feel good getting DMs and messages and just somebody reaching out to you. It's like I would see a DM and I'd like save it for later. Like, I wonder what they said. I get a little present. Let me get out the bed first, and then, you know, it's so weird because it's weird. Like, make you, you know, something to look forward to, which is so backwards because, like we talked about, clearly you want to still have human interaction. Freaking saving messages to somebody. Oh, somebody said something to me, you know. Yes. It's like, what? It's so weird. But no, I'm not the only one though. How do you set boundaries, like other than deleting it off your phone? Like the notifications that come in. I know I personally have had I go through my phone and like turn a lot of that stuff off, or set some of them to silent because I still need to see it. But those is not like, because I have a hard time focusing sometimes. So hearing stuff just going off, it takes me out of it. It took me 30 minutes to get focused, and one notification take me out, you know?
Yeah.
Another 30 minets to get back into it. Yeah, it drives me wild seeing my wife's phone. Anyway, her phone is just all kinds of stuff at the top. I'm like, why are you letting Shein sing you something's 10% off today? Like, let it, like, turn that stuff off. But that's just me. Everybody operate different.
No, I get
What do you do?
So likewise, I have not had my Instagram notifications on in so long. I also, like, I have not done a new social in so long. So like I don't have a Twitter. My business had a Twitter, but I never really use it. I don't have like what is Snapchat or TikTok. I don't have none of that. And that helps me too because it's too much. Instagram is already enough.
Instagram is enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah,
it's enough. I think it's kind of all encompassing where everyone has an Instagram. So if I need to connect with somebody, you know what I mean? Like we can just do Instagram. So that's a boundary, like not having any notifications on. I also have a timer on my phone to where after like 45 minutes of Instagram a day, then I get like it like
wow,
that's like a timer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. How do you do that? Is that a separate app or
it's in your phone?
It's in the
I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. All right. Hey man, we don't do that around here. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm sure if Apple got it, they'd had it for 5 years. Android had it since the inception, I'm sure.
Oh,
but anyway, whatever.
Found it. Anyway. But yeah, so like having a timer. Now, granted, I do, I'm like 15 more minutes.
Go over the time. Feast of. Okay.
It does.
Yes, right. Yeah.
But it does in my mind. It's like, oh, I'm gonna pass my time. I got to.
Then there's a reverse effect though, because you still went over the time. You're like, well, I'm doing good at 45, but I went another 15. Now I feel bad about myself for breaking my 45-minute limit.
No, I don't feel bad.
Oh, okay. All right.
I feel bad.
All right. Well. All right. I feel. Sound like an addict over there. Okay.
See?
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
I think the reason I don't feel bad though is because the 45 minutes is kind of like, it's kind of like a ambitious goal, right? Because I think we just talked about like most people spend well over an hour a day on Instagram.
Well over, yeah.
Right. So for 45 minutes for me is an ambitious goal, and so once I hit that 45-minute mark, I'm much more aware of when I hit that extra 15-minute button, and it's a decision I have to make. So it's like, okay, do I really need to, like, it's kind of like an opportunity for pause.
Yeah.
When I do that. So that's more so why I don't feel too bad about it, because it helps me like kind of curb it. But honestly, I just need to take it back off my phone for real, like altogether.
Oh.
And I think that'll help set even more of a boundary, because I have it on my iPad. And I don't check my iPad as much. So that'll give me a chance to just check it like maybe once or twice a day in case something important did actually come in.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm playing with the idea too. Just taking it off my phone and putting it on I do have an iPad. Put it on my iPad, on my laptop, my MacBook.
Why do we have so many devices?
Yeah, that's why, like, crackpots. We got 2 sitting up there, got 2 over there. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I got them everywhere. I went through I think I have we got like over like 15 screens in this house. It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, but
that's why I can't see.
Yeah, I got like 3 laptops. It's crazy. What are some effective ways to use it like mindfully, like effectively use social media effectively? But there are some positives, right? Like you're not just completely wasting time scrolling, right? Some things are positive, right? Because I know for me personally, I have different accounts on Instagram. Mm-hmm. One account, hey, strictly business, like the one I contacted you through. Like, hey, you see the post, you see the page, the grid is nothing but professional looking. If it ain't a camera in my hand, I ain't posting it. You're not posting what I had for breakfast, me on my vacation with my wife. I'm not posting that stuff on there. But now I got another page, little point play page. I ain't doing nothing crazy, but it messes up your algorithm. You got. Mm-hmm. Things that you don't want to see while you're trying to be professional. So I try to separate them. I try to put like more positive motivational things on this page. So I'm making a decision when I open Instagram which profile am I looking at today.
That's really smart, because I recently was at an event and I just literally happened to open Instagram, and I think I like maybe accidentally hit the story or something like that, and somebody's close friend popped up.
Oh yeah.
And folks be wilding on close friends. So I was like,
I do.
Hi.
Yes, I've done the same. I'm at work and I opened the wrong profile today. Girl, what are you doing with all that? Let me get out of here. Yep, the wrong profile. Okay.
Man. But I think that, to your question, like how to use Instagram or social media much more mindfully, I think it's, like you said, it's creating those boundaries. So, for example, I unfollowed Shade Room. I need to block them. But I need to block them, so I just don't see anything. But
that's a good one to block. Goodness, man.
It's just all like
they know what they do.
Oh my, and I think, okay, sorry. I think that's a quick aside. I think that's one of my huge issues with social media, because we're all being exploited, right? And a bit taken advantage of.
Definitely.
Right? And so we're being fed information based off of what gets the most engagement, not necessarily what's the most engaging or what's the most important.
Yes, I know.
Right? And so they may post something about, like, let's say, Meg Thee Stallion, because anything that is Meg Thee Stallion is going to get a certain kind of response, and a certain amount of response. They don't care what it is. Right. They don't care like how bad you're talking about her, how good. Like, they don't care about. They can say Meg Thee Stallion fed all the homeless people in the world, and they know that like what their comments are going to look like and what it's going to get. And so I think in a way social media has kind of taken out the morality in a lot of things. And so with pages like that, it's like, oh, sorry. It's just really frustrating. It's really frustrating.
No, I understand.
I think they get a pass. I think a lot of like platforms like that, and just like even people get passes because they're successful. Oh, but they're making money, right? And so money apparently wipes out any of the ridiculousness that they're doing.
I agree.
So anyway, being more mindful. I think getting rid of those types of platforms that are not necessarily like positive in nature. No. I think it's being in control of your own algorithm, right? So if we know we're gonna be on social media, and if we know how it works, interact with those posts and things like that that are aligned to where you're going and where you are. So as a filmmaker, as an actor, I need to be on posts that are like about acting, right? That are, maybe interviews with other filmmakers, like Quentin Tarantino's, whatever. Yeah. So that way I'm like cleansing my own timeline.
Yep. I'm trying to do it myself. Like I said, it's with these different profiles. Yeah. It's kind of weird because I can't speak for everybody. For me, I was so like deep into like things I shouldn't be looking at on Instagram that like I forgot how many positive things were on Instagram and social media. It's like, it's out there. Like, because I'm trying to clean up my profiles and things. And I'm like, man, let me even not click on these because it's still showing me old stuff on the good profile. Right. I'm like, let me stop. No, I don't see you, girl. Get up out of here, but so I keep scrolling and it's like, dang, there are a lot of positive stuff. It's a lot of stuff out there. A lot of posts and things, these pages for filmmaking, pages for content creation that show tips and tricks and how to help and how to grow your business and stuff. And it's like, this stuff is helpful.
Yeah, it's just not as salacious, so it doesn't get as much.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. I think even if we're talking about, like, let's say relationships, we were talking earlier, like, there is so much content that is meant to divide. And again, that may not even be what these people believe, but they know it's going to get clicks.
Exactly. That's That's a whole nother layer to it. Like you talked about the morality part of it, because it's like you feed into it. These folks just trying to get you to comment. They're just trying to get you to keep watching the thing. They don't care if you believe what they believe. No. They're going to say whatever it takes to get you to keep watching or leave a comment and share it with somebody.
But unfortunately, it's happening so much that people are actually starting to believe these things.
People are believing this stuff.
Like, I've had conversations with people that are like, this is what it is. This is how women are. And I'm like, I don't know a woman like that.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't. And it, I hate the division of men and women on platforms, especially social media. But it's like, half these people's like, anyway. Like, have you met a real woman? Like, have you actually went out and seen? Like, and I'm not talking about no little girl. Like, I'm talking about like actual woman that's, working, not on, doesn't, her whole life isn't social media. Like, an actual real person. Saying, oh, women, have you met a real guy? I'm not talking about no little, somebody looking to move in with you and, take up all your resources. But like, have you met a real,
they exist.
They do exist. They're out there. But your whole perception is social media. So you even go into it with a negative. It's like you didn't even give the person a chance. You saw like shameful admission here, but me and my wife was watching like the little balloon pop joints. Ooh. Anyway, I'm sorry. But anyway, but we was like, people were like popping the balloon on the stupid, like his shoes. Or like she said, I don't know, some word or any little thing. It's like, you don't even know the person. And I get it. It's for entertainment. But it just, but some people like me and my wife, I think sometimes we can watch it and be like, all right, it's just for entertainment. Let's just watch it, have fun, laugh.
Yeah.
Some people take this, go on a real date and really apply these things to real life. And it's like, it was just for entertainment.
Yeah.
It's not to take into your real life. Don't really cut a guy off because he, I don't know, whatever, doesn't drive the car or something that you like. He bought a Honda instead of a Toyota. I don't know, any little thing. Yeah, people, anyway.
But I think that's some of the dangers of social media, right? Because people are taking some of the salaciousness that's meant to be for entertainment, and they're believing it and they're taking it to their real lives, and it's creating even more of a divide, right? But what I was, the reason I brought that up though was because I think in the same way that stuff exists, on the flip side, there's also healthy relationship content out there.
It is, right? I'm sure people ain't watching those as often though, for some reason.
They don't, for some reason. Don't know why it doesn't get as much. People are married and happy and like, and and they talk about it because like, I think especially as Black people, like a lot of us may not have great examples in our
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. And so it is great. That is a good thing from social media where you can see other couples that look like you that are hopefully genuinely thriving. But regardless, they're putting out a positive rhetoric that you could actually take away and actually like positively, put into your own life.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think like you said, like cleaning up your own algorithm, taking control of your own algorithm is important.
Yeah.
And almost like, I mean, shoot, if we going, like you said, if you going like, Frank Lucas. I would say David Lucas.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Frank.
Hey, look who that? What's that?
He's actually a comedian. David Lucas.
My bad. We'll meet.
I think I'm right. But like he said, like, he ain't gonna get high off his own supply. But if we are gonna do it, let's try to do it in a way that benefits us.
Right. No, I totally agree. Speaking on that, do you think the company should be held accountable? Like Facebook? I thought I heard something in the news. They were trying to put like a Surgeon General warning or something on social media or something for kids. Like, hey, this stuff, not knowing what, I don't know how much it'll help, but at least I think it's like most things that get past laws, it's a slippery slope. Cause then, it just will probably lead to something else happening. It's the first step in at least acknowledging that, social media is dangerous, to people. Yes. Do you think they should be held accountable?
Yeah.
You think so? Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, yeah.
To me, I think they've put so much of the infrastructure is about like, making sure that we're like using the app at the end of the day. Right. At the end of the day, they want us to be on the app as much as possible.
Of course.
Right. And they're constantly adding these ways to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think at the same time, if you're going to do that, you should be held accountable. If you want us to be on your app, you should be held accountable for how we're using it. Yeah. And so in the same way that there is quite a bit of freedom, you can literally just like upload a video and put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff does get taken down. Some stuff gets, censored.
Right.
So if you can censor stuff, censor it.
Yeah.
And of course there's that free speech dynamic and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's still a business, right? Like, so if I owned a store and I didn't want, essentially my employee, no, because I'm paying them. If I didn't want my customers coming in, saying all types of crazy rhetoric, I have the right as the owner of that establishment to put you out.
True. Right.
Mm-hmm. So like, if this is your establishment, essentially, this app is your establishment, you have the power.
Right.
To make it work how you want to make it work.
No, I agree. That's a good point. But like you said, it's the danger of it, though. I mean, it's a business. And this is America. This is the only language we speak is money, right? So how do you, you know what I mean? Because we're all the companies are trying to get you to stay on it the longest. Who's going to be the first company to stop taking money, to put people off, Yeah. So it's one of them situations where I'm trying to think of ways, as we sit here even talking about, I'm trying to think of ways that actually I could see happening for them to limit usage or to, like to make it safer, I guess, but I don't know. Because I know in other countries, they literally limit I think on TikTok they were talking about it. They limit how much screen time you can have on your phone for certain age groups. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're younger, you can't even be on it for too long. So.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't American.
No.
So.
No. It's money over morality.
Yes, all day, every day.
All day, every day. And I think that, like, honestly, it would take morality being trendy for a company to be like, you know what? Right? Because then they can capitalize off of it. Yes. It's like, oh, if for whatever reason morality became trendy and people were starting in the same way that people were starting to be more conscious about like the environment and like, straws and like things like that. If a company saw that there was a huge market for that, then they might be like, oh, you know what? Now we care. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be the leaders of that.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Like, that's how they're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's the only way.
No, that's a good point. I agree. I never thought of that, but you're right. That's the only way it would work, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. It'd have to be cool, And then it would have to also make some money because they probably do it a little while, then stop once they see it wasn't making money. So how do you feel about AI? I love it. How do you feel? I don't know how I feel about it. It's good and bad. It's just like social media. I use ChatGPT all the time. All the time. I love it. But, trying to use it maliciously. It just helps a little bit sometimes, Right? What do you have? What do you have against AI and its emerging?
Dumpster fire.
How so?
Because
such a negative viewpoint on it because there's so many positives.
Are there? Tell me.
Makes things faster.
Mm-hmm.
Makes things quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, time is money. So, sounds good to me.
Money.
Right?
Money over morality.
All day. In America, I think that I think it has its place. I think like anything, if you just use it, right, then it's okay. I don't think it should take people's likeness and stuff away. I don't think you should be using it to, like take jobs and things. I think it should be a tool used to help you do something.
What's to stop?
There's no stopping.
Right? And I think that's where it's a struggle for me. Like I saw an article. Okay. Don't know if it's true. Hey.
Probably saw it on Instagram. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And
all right.
And they were saying, I won't say who it is, but they were saying that a big filmmaker based in Atlanta.
I won't say the name because I already know.
Is I think either considering or is using AI to like.
Oh, he ain't considering it.
Is using AI to write his stuff.
Oh, he's using it to write?
That's what I saw.
Huh.
Which.
It ain't bad. Have you ever used it to write something?
My friend did. I refuse.
How'd it turn out? You didn't even know the difference, did you?
I'm using my brain.
Yeah, okay. You're going to take 5 years to do it. She's going to take 30 minutes.
That's a part of it, though. Like, imagine, I can't remember who that, I can't remember what filmmaker I was listening to. I was listening to, we'll use Get Out, for example. If I'm not mistaken, Get Out, it took 10 years of him, like, writing and, like, all that stuff.
He didn't have ChatGPT. It would have taken him, like, a week.
But then it may not have been time, right? Like, Get Out came out at the right time for him.
It came out at the right time. No, that's true. I mean, you're right. I mean, all right.
So it's almost us, like, rushing the process, which I think is a huge issue anyway. Like, we're always rushing.
I feel you. There's the pros and the cons, too. Because I think the right person using it, it just becomes a tool. It doesn't, like, take over your brain, and it does everything for you. But you're right. So many wrong people that it just becomes the problem because they let it become their brain and it becomes their creative it becomes everything,
And then, like, are we going to lose the art of writers' rooms? Because now we got the Chat GPT, so maybe instead of having 5 people in the writers' room, now you got 3. So that's jobs, right?
No, I don't. I like that part. I agree with you.
We've got graphic designers that are gonna. What are they gonna do? Mm-hmm. We've got, like, I think, yes, of course, I own a business, so, like, I understand the importance of expenses and saving and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, at what cost? Like, yeah, maybe saving money here, but at what cost to just society? If we're all doing that, and someone's like bread and butter and livelihood is being a graphic designer, but we don't need that anymore because you're going to Canva, type it up, and say, and you got it. What are they gonna do?
I feel you. No, I mean, I hear you. I think that's like anything, though, and I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit because I you're not completely wrong. I feel you, but to another degree, though, I mean, things happen. You got to adjust. You know what I mean? Like,
we already ain't got no jobs as it is.
There's a fact, but things do, like we said earlier, things are moving faster than we can keep up. Okay, all those things aside, but people. I'm trying to see the positives, but people, we adapt. The jobs will just move somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Where
inventions come out all the time, and it's like we come out with the light bulb. We don't like stop. Like lanterns. We stop making lanterns with that you gotta light manually. But that we just adjust. It doesn't. The world just.
But as we talked about earlier, right? We're becoming more and more and more, but like a singular society into where, meaning we're losing that art of community. So like, if I can do something much quicker, and if I know that we got AI and these robots and like all this stuff, if I'm gonna invent something, I'm gonna invent that with that in mind. So even if there are new inventions and are new things that happen, what are the odds that like that same graphic designer who lost their whole livelihood is gonna even be either wanting to do that, or like wanting to be like a software developer or whatever, or has the skills to do so?
I don't have a positive side to that, and I feel you, but that's just the writing's on the wall. And to be honest, and I'm speaking now. I'll switch my voice over to American's voice, but it's just like, hey man, the writing's on the wall. You see it coming. It's your choice to continue to be a graphic designer when I could just type in, what's it called? Dolly, the AI thing, and just type in what I want. It spits it out in gives me 20,000 different choices to choose from. And I only had to pay a monthly subscription fee for it and not pay you $50,000-$60,000 a year. Which one you think I'm going with every time?
So as we were talking earlier, right? What does that do on the mental health?
I feel you personally. Again, speaking from America, hey, better help, here we come, and these therapy sessions is going up.
But if I can't afford therapy because I ain't got a job,
hey, prison systems is going up, homelessness is hey, I'm just saying,
no, but that's real.
It's very real,
like that divide, and not to get too like whatever, but like that divide of the poor and the rich, like that middle class is dwindling.
Yeah, and on a serious note, all this, everything, I personally believe everything is everything. And I do think we do need to operate more like a community mindset. It's a lot of just individual. America's created this and there's nothing against me. I love America, but we can use some correcting, like anything, right? So it's created this individualist mindset. It's always like, I'm fine. I don't know about them. They made a bad choice. But it's like these things affect everything. Like, I tell my wife we're driving and we see just weird things, like somebody on the side of it's like, I hear you. This person probably did make a bad choice. But it's like, I don't know. It's tough because it's tough out here. But it's like him doing something bad or her doing something crazy in our neighborhood. It hurts you. Now your property values went down. Now your kid coming home from school got to walk past this person that could do anything, could be up to anything. You know what I mean? Like, it affects all of us. It's not just you being okay and not worried about the next person.
Yeah.
And it just feeds into that social media stuff, because we all know social media is a breeding ground for just a lot of negative stuff. You know what I mean? It really becomes, social media algorithm really kind of amplifies who you are, really. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a hateful person, or in like whatever, and like cars or something, that's all you'll see. You know what I mean? If you have a particular political view, that's all you'll see. If all you watch is Fox News, then you'll truly start believing the things Fox say, because you'll never hear from the other side, and you'll never know that there were two sides to that one story. You'll never be able to see it. And the sad thing is, most people don't even want to question that, so they want to believe it anyway. So that becomes the danger, in all of it, unfortunately. And I feel like if we could just bring back that everything, we all are connected,
we are.
We are.
Like, we're humans and we need that human connection, like
we do.
Which is why I ain't gonna say it out loud because I don't want AI to come back and be like, "Oh, you didn't believe in us," and then I'd be right on their list. You know what I'm saying? So we love AI over here. Hey,
you just said you.
I don't know what you thought I said.
I said I love AI.
I love AI. Me, please. Okay, bring it on. I'm gonna use it.
I love AI. Yeah, it is getting a little scary though.
AI.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's very scary. This is just the beginning. Like people are laughing at it because it's kind of funky.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it just came out. Like give it another. It's like laughing at the first iPhone. Like, and you know, remember? I don't know if you remember, but when it first came out, people couldn't understand why would you need a calculator on your phone, and then it turned into why would you need a camera on your phone? Then it turned into why would you need this?
Yeah.
And guess what? You can't even survive without it on your phone now. Imagine, like, come on now. So it's like you have to be able to see past this when things are happening. Like this is only the beginning.
Yeah.
Imagine what's coming next. Like,
which is what I try to watch. What I say.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm like sending like a voice note or something like that, and if I'm talking about AI or something like, especially when the strikes were going on, I would always make sure to say how much I love AI. Okay. Love them.
Hey, I feel you. You know, I understand. I love AI. How could you not hate it?
How?
Don't do that.
What?
You already on their list. Don't even. They coming for you. Don't put nothing else out. All right. Where can they find you, Peggy?
Oh yeah, Peggie.J on Instagram.
Peggie.J on Instagram. Ryan spelled with a Y instead of an I.
So it's Peggie Peggie.J on Instagram. Yeah. Watch my new film.
Watch your new film.
Who's there?
Who's there on YouTube? Link will be in the description. Anything else?
No. I'm an actor and director, and that's it.
Right. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Not no candles, no real estate.
No. Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision.
Mm-hmm.
No more social media notifications popping up or slow shiny object syndrome trying to make you become something new.
Yeah, because my attention span is trash.
Mine too. Thank you, social media. Mine too. You know.
It is in that dumpster fire. Yes. That's where my attention span is.
Probably next to mine. Yes. That's a cut. Thank you.